A powerful earthquake jolted Italy on October 2, triggering intense anxiety across Naples as Campi Flegrei sprang to life.
Campi Flegrei is one of Italy's largest and most complex volcanic systems. Recently, increased seismic activity and ground rising have made about 1.3 million residents anxious about a potential eruption. Concerns intensified after an earthquake on the night of October 2nd shook towns located above the Campi Flegrei area, located west of Naples. This tremor sparked panic in the media and the public. Some reports even speculated that lava might begin moving toward the surface. If an eruption were to occur, millions of people living in high-risk areas around the caldera center could be in serious danger. Volcanologists have begun to question the government's current evacuation plan. The plan assumes that scientists can predict an eruption at least 72 hours in advance. However, some researchers believe this scenario is overly optimistic. They recommended updating emergency plans, including the possibility of large-scale evacuations in the event of an eruption already underway. On October 31, the Italian Minister of Civil Protection stated that the government would consider raising the alert level if seismic activity continued. If the alert level were raised, a number of emergency measures would be immediately activated, including the evacuation of certain hospitals and prisons in the at-risk area. Furthermore, approximately 500,000 residents living closest to the volcano's epicenter would be encouraged to voluntarily leave their homes for safety. After several weeks of relative calm, a series of earthquakes struck the region again on November 23. This event again sparked media speculation about the possibility of magma rising to the surface. Although there were no definite signs of an eruption, the repeated activity kept tensions high among residents. The 4-magnitude earthquake on October 2 was one of the most powerful events in the region in recent decades. In the 2 months leading up to the event, more than 2,000 small earthquakes had been recorded. In fact, some of these earthquakes were the strongest since 1983. This intense seismic activity indicates that the volcanic system beneath Campi Flegrei is undergoing major changes. In addition to the earthquakes, scientists have also recorded a significant rise in ground level. Since 2005, the land in some parts of the region has risen by approximately 1.17 meters. Interestingly, about 2/3 of this rise occurred since 2016. This phenomenon indicates increased pressure beneath the Earth's surface, likely related to the activity of magma or hot gases within the volcanic system. However, scientists are still debating what exactly is happening underground. Most researchers agree that the earthquakes and ground uplift are signs that the volcano is reactivating. However, they still disagree on the mechanism causing this phenomenon. There are two main explanations currently being debated by experts. The first model states that magma is rising toward the surface. If true, this pressure could trigger an explosive eruption within a short time. In this scenario, lava and volcanic material could erupt rapidly and have a major impact on the surrounding area. Meanwhile, the second model suggests that the activity is caused by hot fluids such as steam and gas released by magma located much deeper underground. In this scenario, the earthquake activity could cease abruptly or end in a phreatic eruption, which is an eruption that ejects hot steam, gas, and rock fragments without releasing large amounts of lava. While the second scenario is considered less impactful than a direct magma eruption, the threat remains serious. This is because millions of people live very close to the volcanic area. Therefore, scientists continue to monitor developments at Campi Flegrei very carefully, looking for clues that could help predict whether this giant volcano will actually erupt in the future.